What's going on? What's going on? I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Before I get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate your support. I may sound a little bit different. I think I'm dealing with a little bit of a head cold. You know, the weather has been quite interesting as of late. So I was out there, me and my wife. I'm not going to take full credit. She was out there battling right along with me, messing around with this snow for the last few days, but didn't want to miss, an episode of Napoleon's Corner. So I'm going to make this somewhat quick, but as always, efficient. So this is actually episode 234. 234. And the title of this particular episode, This is Not Success. This is not success. When you think of the word success, there's a lot of things you can say that would cover that word in that meaning of what success would mean to to you individually. But to me, I don't think about success as all the trappings that most people would say. Again, all the money in the world, the homes, the cars, the jewelry, all the materialistic things that would pretty much describe success to most people. So to me, it's more tied into, and again, this is just me personally, it's more tied into legacy. What will your legacy be? What will you leave behind that others can talk about? And it's not the trappings about the house, the cars. We're beyond that. What is your legacy? What have you done that your grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren can talk about Pop so-and-so or Gma so-and-so, whatever the case may be, because they left an everlasting legacy in their lifetime. They actually left something behind that others can be proud of. And again, it's not the money. It's not the homes. It's not the cars. It's not the jewelry. They left something very authentic, it's not tangible because you really can't put your hands on it, but the life that they lived, it was a profound that they left behind. So how important is how you treat people to you? How important is how you treat people to you? That's a question. Will that be part of your legacy? Because you can be a billionaire and treat people like trash, and God forbid, when he calls you home, you want that to be your legacy? Oh, Mr. So-and-so had so much money, filthy rich, but did nothing for no one, helped no one. Mrs. So-and-so, oh my God, she had more money than she knew what to do with, but did nothing to help better somebody else's conditions. So that's what I mean by leaving a legacy behind that your family and your last name could be proud of. We don't know the second, the minute, the hour, or the day that God calls us home. But I do know one thing. I would want my legacy to be, I helped from an honest perspective, from an honest place in my life, I helped others. I tried to do the best that I possibly could by humanity. Meaning that if I saw someone in need, I tried to help them. I didn't do this. So you know what this is? This analogy I learned a long, long time ago. So when your hand is like this all the time, you have a whole bunch of stuff in it that you're holding. It can be wealth. It can be the keys to unlock a lot of other opportunities for other people, right? It's like this. But if it's like this all the time, think about it. What can you put in this? Nothing. Because look, it's closed, right? But if you do this, if you open your hand, that means you're opening opportunities for not only yourself, but for other people to gain from. This because you could put things in here. You can give opportunities from here. It's open. But this, you can do nothing with that because it's always closed. So that deals with closed-minded people, the closure of opportunities, the lack of being self-aware enough to let other people in to help or to provide help. This is important. This is important. Open. So those sorts of things, to me, I think about a lot, because unfortunately, my mother used to always say, we don't come to live forever. So when you leave this earth, again, this is only my personal perspective. When you leave this earth, you hopefully would want to leave it in a little bit better place than what it was before you were born, before you came, right? So that brings forth a lot of deep thoughts, because we've lost, in my personal life, I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot of siblings. I've lost a lot of family members. I've lost a lot of close friends. And the biggest piece to that, when God calls you home, the biggest piece to that is what people say about you that's true and authentic at your homegoing, right? And not that it's hard to say these things at your homegoing, but it's easy because it's truthful. And the legacy and how you lived your life and what you left behind, a lifetime. So I'm hopeful and I'm prayerful that this means, to those who think getting ahead any which way by stepping on other people, by cheating other people, by lying on other people, by being deceitful to others, by being disrespectful to others, by being condescending to others, by really separating yourself from others, family included. If you think that that is going to allow you to be successful and that's what you're proud of, that becomes your legacy, I pray for you. I really do. I pray for you. The word, I'm going to use this word because we all have it in our family. We all have it in relationships. And the word is dysfunctional. Dysfunctional. So when you think about a dysfunctional relationship, it's based on a whole bunch of different things and a whole bunch of different reasons as to why this one don't talk to this one and how come this person separated from that one, and you don't get a chance all the time to make those things right. But if you think that by mistreating someone because you really don't know what they're dealing with and they depart this earth untimely, right? I pray for you, because if your trappings of success brings you so far left or so far right that you're not centered with humanity, you're not centered with just thinking about other people outside of yourself, I pray for you. I do. This is not success, because you can have it all. You can have it all, and just like that, it's gone. It's gone because you can't take it with you. So the things that become important about legacy and about what true success is, and I'm not saying you have to go out there and, I'm not saying this to say that you have to go help the world. That's not what I'm saying. But if you see someone in need and you have, what's wrong with helping? If you see someone that needs a leg up and you could provide something, I don't care how big or how small, what's wrong with helping? So because you can't take it with you means that you can't hoard everything that you do have. And that's including relationships. I know it sounds weird to say it that way, but how many times you're around people who have more friends, right? They're very popular, but that populace in their brain allows them to treat people any old kind of way. You know, you can be a person that don't really like dealing with a whole bunch of people for many different reasons, but you still can be kind to that person. That person is a human being. They do exist. So just keep in mind of the treatment of others. And because you have a lot, because if you're the type of individual or group of people who believe that success, like I said, is garnered by all the things that you can get, and it's not really, the foundational piece of it is not really based on how many people you can help or what you can give back, then again, I'm gonna pray for you. It's tough. It's tough. Remember, when God calls us home, we get to take nothing with us. So what you leave behind in terms of your legacy, because of what you've done to others or for others, that's going to be what will live even when we're gone. That will live the test of times. That will live on forever. The kind of person you were, not what you had, but the kind of person that you was. That, to me, is what success is all about. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. I'll see you next week. Take care.